been the beginning of 12 years ago when my mom died in November. And then 5 years later, Dad died. That's probably where it really began, was after Dad died, because I don't think you grow up until your parents are gone. And I never got to say goodbye to my dad. But it was a 13-hour operation for an aneurysm. And they kept botching it or whatever, and I'd give it a run down to the chapel. No one knew I was running down to the chapel because I keep my beliefs hidden from everybody. But I pray to God to pull him through. And it took 13 hours, but eventually he did. Well, everybody left, but I went back down to the chapel in the hospital. I was mad. You know, why'd you let this happen? And I told him I denounce you. I don't even really know the meaning, but I told him I was hating him real bad, and you know, I don't care no more. And then I left and went home. That was 8 years ago. Now, in that 8-year time, I met a guy at work, and he would offer me to come down to his church every now and then, Easter and Christmas. He knew, and he was a gospel singer, and I like music, and I like gospel music. Elvis's gospel music. That was a big influence on me. And I'd go down to his church, and he'd preach, and stuff he said, and he'd get me welling up. And John would sit there, and he'd be watching me, and he goes, "He's working on you, Tim. He's working on you. That's why you let him and he'll work on you." And I'd think to myself, you know, I kind of know, but I'm thinking he ain't gonna want to work on me. And here in 2011, we come up to the Baptist Free Will here in Greensburg, and for a Valentine's Day thing. People were nice. We talked to a lot of folks, and she knew him. She started exercising here, and then one day I just decided, you know, if she wants to go to church, I want to take her to church. So being God directing me or what, I don't know. But I started making sure she'd come to church every Sunday, and then I started paying attention. But 2 weeks ago, June 12th, I was going to be going away, and I never flew in a plane. Nervous, and I kind of wanted to make up with God before I go. So they always call people to the front at the end of the service to pray. Well, Marina went up front. I guess she's praying for something. But I'm sitting there holding the chair tight, and I'm thinking I should go back to that chapel today and tell God I'm sorry for what I did. And I stood there squeezing the top of the chair, and I kept thinking I'll take Pastor Tom with me. But as I squeezed in, thought of that more, something come to me. I was feeling so heavy, and I heard, "Come tell me now." I said years ago, I turned my back on God. I said, "It's bothered me saying to them, you know." He said, "Wait a minute." He said, "Do you want to be saved?" I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Do you accept Jesus as your Savior?" I said, "Yes, I do." And he said some more things, and just all of a sudden, I never felt nothing like this. It was like a super big sigh. It felt like it was a foot on me, and someone lifted it off my chest, off my back, and I could breathe again. I didn't know what to say. I just held on to him. And it's just such a feeling you get when that happens. I see things differently now, and I let Jesus be my example. They say you can't be perfect, but I'm gonna try. I know there's more things to change in time, and that's why I like coming to the Bible study now. I've been doing that for about 4 weeks. I just up and got off the couch one night and did that because I thought I want to learn more. I forget which subject it was that night, which verse, but I come and talk about it, and I thought, man, this is cool. I don't think I'll miss church now, sick or not. I went out of town just a week ago out west, and I had them put the cell phone up on the altar or the pulpit there, and I listened to the service so I wouldn't miss one. Because Tom says, you ain't never missed a Sunday. I said, I don't intend to, no matter what, you know? I guess that's about all I can tell you. So I hope other people will experience this in some way. Maybe it won't be that way, but I'll help people get that burden off their back as best I can. We're going to have a testimonial here. I told Thomas I'd like to have a salvation celebration. He said he never heard one. I said I didn't either, but I figured what better thing to celebrate than being saved. I mean, I didn't understand what reborn was until they showed me Jesus wants you to be born spiritually. I never knew that, you know. I had reborn. I didn't know what people were being reborn, you know. But I understand it now. And I'll tell them about it at the celebration if they want to listen. And anyone else who wants to tell theirs.